I married my ex-girlfriend's sister. My 28M ex-girlfriend, 27F's sister, 22F, is still living with me over a year after breakup plus 4-year update. I was with my ex-girlfriend, let's call her Sarah, from secondary school. We'd been together for 10 years and were working hard to save up and get married. We were working in different cities about 70 miles apart, but I would get the train every weekend to be with her. Anyway, when her sister, let's call her Katie, applied to university in my city, she lived in halls for the first year, but couldn't really afford a place to live in a decent location, so I said that she could come and live with me rent-free. It wasn't weird at all. I'd known her since she was 9. It made everything more manageable for her family. Everything was okay for about a year, even nice. She was tidy, pretty much kept to herself, had a few friends over but didn't party or bring boyfriends home while I was there. I assume she did at weekends when I was away. Just over a year and a half ago, Sarah told me she had been cheating on me in a massive way. She had been in a relationship with another guy for about 3 months, and had been living in his house, only coming back to the flat at weekends when I was coming down to visit. She decided that she wanted to live with him openly and was tired of lying to me. She admitted that most weekends she would find time to go back and have sex with him if there was an opportunity to. It was a horrible shock and I felt completely numb for weeks. Katie was busy with university and was unbelievably nice about the whole thing. She stayed out of my way and got on with her studies, didn't bring friends or boyfriends home. She finished her degree. I assumed that she would move on and move out, but she got a job at the university admin department and is still living here. It's not awkward for me in terms of living with her, but it's really difficult to explain to friends and it's still a little painful because she looks a lot like Sarah. I don't feel comfortable saying to women that I live with my cheating ex-girlfriend's little sister, but I can't exactly tell her to find somewhere else, because none of this is really her fault. What should I do? Update. 1. After 18 months, Katie was still living with me non-romantically. I wasn't sure what to do about this, and when I posted on relationships, I was just coming round to the realization that I liked having her around and didn't want her to leave. Since I posted, we've spent more time together socially, and on Monday I asked if she'd like to go for dinner as a kind of date. We had a really nice time. We kissed once, but we didn't go further. We both realize this is a complex situation and want to take things slowly. I can't help feeling that I'm irretrievably an asshole, though. Am I? Edit. Thank you all for your comments. We have had a long talk, first just between us and then with her dad and aunt. Her mum died 6 years ago. They have been very supportive since Sarah and I broke up, and we wanted to involve them before going any further. We are going to take things very slowly, and her dad is going to pay half rent he offered to pay to help her move out as some people had suggested, but for financial reasons that would be difficult for him and impossible for her to manage financially. We haven't decided about telling Sarah. I haven't spoken to her since it happened, and Katie has only spoken to her in occasional messages. We have talked about everything that has been raised on here at some length. It is a difficult situation and there is a power dynamic that we have done what we can to mitigate. Ultimately, we do have feelings for each other and have for some time. I would absolutely never have dated her for revenge or for any other reason, and I would never do anything to hurt or upset her. I understand if you still think I'm the asshole, but I'm trying my best. Update. 2. I have had 2 requests for updates and I'm not sure if there's a threshold, but I thought I'd share anyway in case anyone was curious, and to say thank you for the advice. It did shape the way we went about getting together, who we told and when, etc. Our families have been incredibly supportive and we are really happy together. It has been about a month but it feels so perfectly right. We have had endless conversations about our feelings and our plans. We have started to redecorate the house, and we are planning to go on holiday together in the summer. It feels so much more wonderful than I had ever imagined it would be. I don't know what else to add, but if you ever find yourself in a difficult situation, talking it through is so important. Everybody feels safer and better about everything when you communicate. We're now engaged, and we're starting to plan the wedding for early next year. The relationship between my fiancée and her sister, my ex, is better than it was. They exchange messages at birthdays and Christmas but don't meet up, exchange presents. She is still single and now lives abroad, and she found out about the engagement a couple of months ago. At Christmas, she mentioned needing to know the date early to book the cheapest flights home, and my fiancé was too shocked to reply. She doesn't want her sister there. I'm too excited about getting married to care too much one way or the other. I'd prefer her not to be there, but I'd roll with it if necessary. My fiancé doesn't want her there, but all her family assume it will be fine for the day because it's a family wedding, and it should all be water under the bridge. I can't stress enough how little I care about the sister being there or not. I just want everyone else to be as happy at the wedding as I'll be, impossible, or as close to that as I can manage. Relevant comments. Greater than gosh. If only 149 people had warned you this would happen 4 years ago. Greater than I'd let your fiancé handle this. Her sister, her family, her objection. Stay the hell out of it and support whatever your fiancé chooses. Oop. Greater than thanks. This is what I'm planning on doing, and if asked I'll just support her choice.